Family, what's going on? Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Have you seen this? According to a report by On3's Pete Nakos, one of the most dialed-in college football analysts in the entire country, he mentioned that Kane Wommack is a candidate right now for Oklahoma State. How do you feel about this? I think it's not surprising to hear Kane Wommack's name mentioned for coaching vacancies. I don't feel that he takes a job like Oklahoma State. I do feel in time he will become a head football coach again. He was a head football coach most recently at South Alabama. But I think what stands out right now is Kane Wommack's Alabama defense. And let me show you some numbers real quick. I think the numbers speak for itself, and I think the on-field play speaks for itself, right? How would you, while I rattle off these stats, give me your approval rating right now on Kane Wommack? And I would imagine that has changed since the beginning of the season, right? Scoring defense, 17.8 per game, 13th nationally, second in the SEC. Very impressive. This number right here just screams absolute excellence. Passing defense, 165, 8th nationally, and first in the SEC. Tough sledding. Try throwing for over 200 yards against Alabama. Tough to do. Right here, the opponent red zone, 44%, 8th nationally, and first in the SEC. The red zone defense and the goal line defense has been fantastic for Alabama. 100%. I mean, you get inside, like I looked at that game against Oklahoma. They had an opportunity early in the game to score 7, right? They only came away with 3. So hats off to the Alabama defense and Kane Wommack. So, look, don't be shocked that Alabama coaches are going to be mentioned other places, specifically Wommack. I don't feel that Oklahoma State would be the best landing spot for him. I'll elaborate that on another video, but I feel that he's got a really good thing going, and I feel that if he's patient enough, a really good gig will open up for him down the line. And look, this is how it's always operated under Coach Saban. I mean, look, you're going to take assistance away from a coach that's doing a really good job. Don't be surprised if it happens one day, but I don't think he's going to Oklahoma State. Just my personal opinion. What do you think? Sound off inside the comment box. Today, Jam Miller spoke to team reporters, and he said this on the running game. I basically take full blame for last week. We got to flush that, work on what we need to work on, and just get better. Plain and simple. I like the accountability. I don't know if I'm going to point it on Jam. I don't know if I'm going to point it on Daniel Hill. I don't know if I'm going to point it on the Alabama offensive line or on Ryan Grubb. But I do go to the facts. And the facts are that Alabama went from 121 in the nation to 123rd in terms of rushing. That's not it. Alabama needs to figure out how they can take more steps forward in the running game. And I challenge them even this week against Eastern Illinois to really get some sort of fluidity going with that running attack. I don't care what running back it is. If it's Jam, if it's Daniel Hill, if it's A.K. Deer, whatever. Like, get some momentum in the run game because you cannot be one-dimensional, as we have discussed time and time again. I'm tired of going over it. It's something that has been a constant negative for Alabama this season. And I don't know if it's on one particular player. I know Jam, we all haven't been happy with his overall play. But it's not like we've had stellar play from any of the other running backs. So collectively, I don't know what to say about the running game other than it's not it, and it's sad to see Alabama ranked 123 in the country. On the flip side, the Alabama defense, LT Overton, was asked kind of what's the message following Oklahoma. He's like, look, the message is the same. It's a faceless opponent. I don't care if you're playing Eastern Illinois or Auburn. It's a faceless opponent. And to me, that screams excellence, right? Because you got to understand that Alabama beat themselves against Oklahoma. That is a self-inflicted wound 3 different times. The turnovers will kill you, right? So you can't make mistakes like that and expect to win. Alabama doesn't turn the football over. They win that game. We all know that, right? So it's a faceless opponent. It's about challenging yourself at this point in the season to play at the highest level, regardless of who you're playing, right? There is no difference in who we are playing. That's from LT Overton. So that's kind of the midday report right here from Tuscaloosa. I do feel that this team is locked in. They have a laser focus about them, even despite coming after that loss. I don't think that there's players on this team that have kind of their heads in the sand and are worried about, kind of the what ifs in terms of negative. I think it's back to work, back to business. We have an opportunity to still do all the things that we want to do. And, I'm going to tell you what, that defense is absolutely fire. So if that offense can get things kind of turned up just a little bit, and look, the passing game's still there. He threw for 326 against Oklahoma, all right? I get it. The interception and the fumbles, got to work on that. But I'm not selling on this team. They're still a tough out. And plus, I'll tell you this, there is not a more battle-tested team in college football. So if you're out there and you have a little bit of anxiety, flush it. Team's going to be good, all right? I appreciate you. This is a midday update. I will catch you tonight on my college football playoff show starting at 7:15 p.m. Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Thanks for watching.